Hey guys, so I've got a slightly different type of video for you today. Today I'm going to be doing an unboxing. This product here before me is called a Geekbox. It's available at geekbox.tv. The folks over there were very kind and sent me over a review copy for me to basically demonstrate to you guys, and it looks like a pretty interesting bit of kit. It's designed as an open source set-top box that runs Ubuntu and Android. I think you get a choice of the operating systems as well as a choice of a third one. And I'm going to basically spend today doing a bit of an unboxing and a bit of a very brief review of it out of the box. And then I'm going to spend a few days trying it out in different situations and seeing what you can do with it, and then basically reporting back to you on what it's like and how I find it. So without further ado, let's get this box open. So I've actually gone ahead and unwrapped the stuff inside the box. And one thing I did notice was that it was very airtight, very airtight. This box is actually very nice. It's a very good quality kind of thing. Ooh. Yeah, you got to get that airflow out there. Right. So this is the nice little manual. So the idea behind the Geekbox seems to be that it's like it's a set-top box that you can sort of then craft and create and improve and augment as you see fit. It's you know, you make your home set-top box what you want it to be. So you can make it into a media center or something to that effect. So this is the Geekbox itself. So I'll just move that over there. Now this is very small, very small. So it would work very well. It would work very well in a variety of deployments from the looks of it, especially if it's running Ubuntu by default. So, or even Android as well. We do quite a lot with Android these days. So here we go. Just get the wrapping off. It's very nice packaging. So what we've got here, this is a lot smaller than I thought it would be. So yeah, we'll just move that up there. So that's the wireless, presumably, and that. So you can see that from the top. That's it. That's what it would look like if it was sort of balanced on top of your set-top box. Very slick, very small. So what have we got on the back here? So you've got two USBs there, network port, HDMI. I believe that would be the power, and then that's, I think, micro USB there with two antennas. So that's quite a lot for such a small little package. Okay, so I can unbox the rest of the stuff there. That's the pièce de résistance. Comes with a remote. Oh, that's pretty good. Sorry about any rustling of the packages. I don't do unboxing videos very often, of course. Yeah, decent remote. It's a remote. There you go. We'll see how useful that is as we progress through. And then there's the cardboard divide here. And then we've just got the British plug there. It goes into USB. So it gives you all the kit with it. It comes with all the kit, which is you can't really say fairer than that. And this is the USB to power by the looks of it. And then this is the HDMI to HDMI cable, which I got a good number of spares lying around, but it's always good to have extra HDMI cables, especially if it's a good one. So there we go. That's our kit then. Straight out the box. Power, HDMI, and then of course the Geekbox itself. I don't know the best way to present this. So there you go. So let's get it all plugged in and let's see what it looks like. Okay, so I've unboxed it, plugged it in, and have been playing around with it for a couple of hours now, about 2 or 3 hours, and I've got to say, first impressions, I'm really actually quite impressed with this. So what do you get out of the box in terms of the software side of things? Well, you actually get a piece of kit that dual boots out of the box, and I've never seen any piece of hardware do this that gives you the option to boot either into their Android partition or into their Lubuntu partition. So that's 2 operating systems with like huge amounts of software available for them. So that's quite promising just for the out-of-the-box solution. However, that being said, the Geekbox is clearly designed to be very much a roll-your-own solution for whatever you might need it to be. So what it comes out of the box with is not wholly important, but everything worked when I plugged it in, and it booted up into the Android operating system first, and then it allowed me to select the Lubuntu one if I wanted to use that instead or as well as, and so forth. So it gives you plenty of options even straight out of the box. The Lubuntu install is a little bare bones, so the idea is that you actually install some apps on top of it. The Android install as well doesn't have like as many apps as you might get sort of out of the box with, say, a phone. But again, this is the Geekbox. The idea is that you sort of roll your own solution. One of the things that I'm actually quite excited about is just the number of uses that this little piece of kit can really do. If you are looking for just a standalone computer to do one small task and one small task well, this could very well be the option that you want. If you want to have like a Geekbox, you could put some decent speakers with your TV, put the Geekbox in as a TV unit, then put all your songs onto MP3, put them onto the Geekbox, and then you would just have that, you'd be able to transform your TV into a jukebox, or you could do the same thing with a media center. So what I'm going to be doing over the next week or so is I'm going to be putting the Geekbox through its paces. This is something I really like to see what you can actually do with it once it's pushed to its limits. So I'm going to be trying all sorts of software on it, and I'm going to be trying all sorts of innovative ways to try and use this. And I got to say, I am actually really quite surprised at just the physical size of it. This is it. This is tiny. This fits in your pocket. You can take this anywhere. So not only is it a potential sort of domestic solution for a jukebox media center, you could possibly use it to do something like operate CCTV cameras or something. If you owned a shop, I guess. I don't know. You can, if you think of anything a computer can do that doesn't require too much in the way of processing power or graphical processing power, you could probably do it with a Geekbox. But I'm going to find out in later videos on this channel. So feel free to stay in touch. Okay, so I'm going to be spending the next week trying all the different things that you might be able to use a Geekbox for, and then I'm going to obviously report back to you and let you know how the Geekbox performs in such situations. I got to say, it's a pretty exciting piece of gear, and I'm looking forward to seeing what it can do. If it's as good as sort of the first impressions are, I'm probably going to be bringing it in as part of my day-to-day solution. It's nice to have a very small standalone computer that does one task, and then you can sort of set it, and that's the task that it focuses on while you go ahead and focus on other stuff. I think that could be, that could be a real benefit to a workflow type situation. There are limitless things I can think of doing with the Geekbox, so I'm going to be trying as many of those as possible. If you have any creative ideas yourselves, please let me know either in the comment section below or on Twitter at TechWithChris. If you would like to also find out what, sort of what I'm going through in real time, Twitter's probably the best place to catch up with me. But until then, thank you very much for watching, and until next time, I've been Chris Ware, and you've been awesome. Take care now.